Hellblade 2, Michael. It's coming to PS5 soon. It's been rumored. Tom Ivanor of VGC, that's Corden, the Windows Central executive editor, Corden, who mentioned Microsoft's plan for Ninja Theory's game on X just the other day. Sony today announced plans to hold a 40-minute state of play today, which will focus on upcoming PS5 games, dude. Cannot wait. What do you got for us, PlayStation? Because right now, looking a little light. I'm telling you, my PlayStation there is just sitting there. I'm on it because I'm playing Predecessor. After that, I got nothing else to go. Ghost of Yotai supposed to be coming out this year. Yeah, let me get into that one. Cannot wait. But besides that, what does the rest of the year look like? Well, Hellblade 2 time, maybe. Corden wrote in response to the State of Play news. On the subject of whether the game will be released for Sony's console at some point, he added, quote, "If not, when? And when is pretty soon from what I've been hearing." End quote. Xbox announced last February plans to bring a wave of games to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, in which appeared to be a significant change of strategy, starting with Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. Later, Microsoft announced Doom: The Dark Ages for the Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5, and confirmed that a PS5 version for Indiana Jones will be releasing this spring. Forza Horizon 5 will also be released on the PlayStation 5 this spring, Microsoft announced last month. And just last week, Xbox revealed plans to bring Age of Mythology Retold and Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition to Sony's consoles this year as well. Last November, Microsoft's gaming CEO Phil Spencer reiterated that the company won't rule out any first-party Xbox game potentially coming to rival platforms. Michael, Starfield is on its way. Calling it now. Yes. What are your thoughts as we continue to grow our PlayStation lineup of Xbox titles?
I mean, again, we saw this one coming for a while, right? I think the last two we're waiting on is Fable and Halo, right, at this point, and we kind of keep saying that. Yep. I'm curious that Hellblade 2, it would make the state of play over Starfield, right? I feel like Starfield would be that big domino, but maybe, again, Sony doesn't want to announce that at a state of play. I'd be very curious if they use a state of play to announce an Xbox title coming over there, right? Because as we were just talking about, there's been a lot of massive wins for Xbox. Indiana Jones, they've got Avowed coming out in a couple of days. Your review is going to drop soon. So if you're Sony, you don't want to use up precious time saying, hey, we know Xbox has this great game. They have another game coming. Here's one of their games coming over to Sony. I think Sony needs to use these 40 minutes. And we already had, what? South of Midnight's coming. Doom's coming. Obviously, Doom's going to come out on both Expedition 33. I think Sony needs to use this to announce their own games. Maybe tomorrow they say, hey, by the way, Hellblade's coming. Or you use it right at the end. Kind of like Xbox did with their developer direct. To say, like, hey, there's Ninja Gaiden out today. Maybe you say, hey, Hellblade 2 out today. Sony needs this time, though, for their own games, Drew, because they're finally starting to lose the race. The problem is, all these Xbox games are coming out on a PlayStation. There's still no reason to buy an Xbox. Had a buddy yesterday, he asked me, hey, you got an Xbox, right, Michael? I'm like, yep. He's like, I'm thinking about buying one. And I just said flat out, buy a PlayStation 5. I said, you're going to get all of your games on Xbox, and you're going to get the PlayStation games. I told him there's no reason to buy an Xbox, and this news, just another reason why.
No, that's exactly it. Just leads into everything's coming everywhere. It is going to be, PlayStation's going to be the all-in-one box. That's just how it's looking, right? When does it come day and date? That's the other side of it. And it seems like more and more of those games from Xbox are going to be coming day and date. Why? Because it's got a bigger impact. That's the thing. I wonder how that affects the Game Pass strategy, though, right? Like, so I'm looking at Avowed. Obviously, I haven't played it, so no review here at all whatsoever. I'm not able to do that yet. But I question the amount of money they put into that game. Can they recoup it with Game Pass? Versus where Sony goes, we're not doing something like that. When you buy God of War, that's when we make our money back, right? You take a look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Sold over 1 million copies in one day, and they made all their money back.
Yep.
Dude, in one day. From now moving forward, all profit goes to the next game, goes to the studio, goes to the developers. How exciting is that? Can Game Pass do that? Dude, I don't think it can. I know it's got millions upon millions of install users, but is it enough for Obsidian to recoup the money when Avowed drops? Very curious strategy, right? So at what point then, it's only a matter of time, Michael, when does Avowed also go to PlayStation 5?